everybody, this is Texas Tiger Diggs, and I did a video a while back, but it was a very long video. My first attempt at a real-time video, which basically covered one of my lunch hunts. And in there I did some I did some things about target sizing, and but it's a long video, and I imagine 80% of the people who started are not going to finish it, and I wouldn't really blame them. I have trouble getting through some long videos, most long videos as a matter of fact. But I'm just going to cover an aspect of what I discussed there, and I'd like other people to look at it and comment on it and see if it has any validity for them. It's basically how I do things, and I'm not guaranteeing that how I do things is anything close to the right way to do it. But, you know, as we go out into the fields, we wherever we are, we usually can determine, at least in my environment, and you guys who do the pasture hunting and the crop area hunting and the relic hunters, you guys are sort of unique. So this might not always apply to you, but for us park hunters or those that work in, you know, like urban areas or working areas where there's a transit of people and garbage, and there's garbage everywhere. So I understand that. You're going to find some common targets that are garbage in your area. And my theory is this: nobody digs everything, no matter what they tell you. And if you do dig everything, oh yeah, it's great, but you're going to spend 95% of your time on your knees digging garbage. But there is two questions to ask yourself. Well, there are two aspects, and these are the things that are going to guide what you do. According to the target or range of targets in your area, you're going to be either looking for one of two situations. You're going to be looking for a reason to dig or a reason not to dig. And that, I believe, is the question that all of us who want to hunt for the majority of the targets, who want to hunt for gold, I believe if we do that, and most of us are probably doing that mentally now, so I might be just saying something that you already do deep down, and you just never found a word for it. But let's just say in the parks where I dig, that my main issue is going to be garbage-wise. Is going to be, and these are garbage, zinc pennies. I need to identify the range or the VDI, and this is specific to VDI machines, this particular idea of zinc pennies, and know what that is. So, and a key, and keys usually ring in the 80-80 range, 80-85, somewhere in that range. So you have that. And then you have these like pieces of aluminum. I think this is actually can slaw. And this is can slaw as well. So these are the common trash objects in my parks. Now what I do want to do is establish in whatever detector I'm using, and it's not as easy when you have multiple detectors because you have to rethink this every time you go out. Once I establish trash targets and non-trash targets, we all know the non-trash targets. Non-trash targets are usually in the copper penny or silver range, dime penny on up. Those are the good targets. Now, I'm not saying the other targets aren't good, because the other targets are where gold is, but those are guaranteed within a certain certainty of being good targets. So now when you've got anything in that, let's just say if you're running AT gold, high 70s, very high 70s through mid 80s is the silver or above. Can be larger silver, but not much above. So those are your silver targets, or your clad coins of value. 85, 86 is usually the value of a clad quarter. So those fall into the category of, and it's a pretty narrow category, of looking for reasons to dig. let me tell you, if I get something in the range in whatever detector I'm using that usually contains canned slaw, what I do is I size the target. If that target is above coin or ring size, which are about the same size, I will be looking for a reason not to dig that target and may actually walk away. Same way with the zinc penny. Now I'm still going to be digging zinc pennies. Now if I'm, because zinc is, I'm talking about the target area around zinc, but this is a coin size target, so that automatically means I dig it. The key is going to be a coin size target, more or less, and I'm going to dig it. And unfortunately, the pull tabs and the ring tabs and the square tabs, they're all going to be ring size, and I'm going to dig those. But in these areas, there can be larger targets. For instance, a large crush can have a pretty good VDI on up into the range of the lower range of the very good targets. So, but what I'm saying is this, and maybe not doing a great job, is this: find the range where you see your trash targets, the keys, the ring, the pull tabs, the coin, the coleslaw, even the zinc pennies. Those zinc pennies can be valued. If I find anything in these areas that I have assigned to these particular objects, and this is an inexact science, I'm going to be looking for reasons not to dig. So let's say I'm in the large target and I have a large object here. According to, and even if you have a very, very high reactivity, high fast recovery machine like the XP, if I find a large a section, an area where it's in that good clad range or copper penny range, and of course that would also include silver range, I am going to dig that no matter what, because there's a chance that I may be in a tidy cluster of a coin spill. So if you have a cluster of a coin spill and coins overlaying coins, it's going to appear to be one large object. But I'm going to dig that because I have a reason to dig, and that reason is the VDI. If I'm over here and I get a large target in the can slaw range, or the zinc penny range, or the whatever range, the keys, or the which is relatively rare, I don't worry about that, or the pull tabs, they have to be in the range of a ring or coin for me to spend a lot of time digging them. Now that's not to say that I couldn't have a ring tab, a couple of ring tabs above a regular ring. You could just move these surface ring tabs and suddenly you can see the ring beneath that. But that you make a conscious effort to do that now. So if you're going to do that, you're defying this categorization, but you have a purpose, and the purpose is fine. But all I'm saying is, if an object falls in the trash range, and this includes foil, virtually through nickel and into pull tab, then you want something that's going to be coin size before you dig it. You're looking for a reason not to dig, and the only justification you have for digging if it's coin size. Now, anywhere in this group, if it's coin size, you have a reason to dig. If it's above coin size, the only reason that you have to dig, because you're looking for a reason not to dig, if anything in this particular VDI range is above coin size, or or a subset of VDI ranges, you're going to dig any coin, anything coin size. So that's the only thing. Anything above iron, you're going to dig if it's coin size. You have a reason to dig. But if it's in that junk range and it's above coin size, there's a good chance I'm going to walk away. Now there's also a chance somebody may walk in behind me, dig up 3 or 4 junk targets, and then hit that ring. So that's also a possibility. So I'm not saying this is an invariable idea, but if you're in an area, you're having a tough time, you're digging a lot of trash, and you want to lessen that amount just for your own mental well-being, this is what you do. You find the reason to dig, high VDI, coin size. A reason not to dig, a trash VDI. That's most commonly trash. Now we do know gold falls in that range, but gold is going to be ring size or coin size. So anything above that, I don't feel too bad about walking away. You know, sure, somebody could come behind me and find a brooch this size, solid gold. Not usually going to find those in parks. But you could find a brooch or a cross or something of gold at this big, and voila, you're going to get it. You're going to find it. And I might be missing those, but I'll only be missing those if I'm in this type of mood. So that's basically what I'm saying. I'll put a link to the long video in the description field below of some of my work doing some target sizing, but it's a long video, so you might not feel like doing it. But this is basically what I'm saying. Find your trash range, and if it's a trash range looking for reasons not to dig, and the only reason to dig when you're in this mode is its coin size. So you're still going to be digging the crappy zinc pennies. I'm just saying the zinc penny range because more than just zincs are in that range. Or you're still going to be digging. You're still going to be digging these. You're still going to be digging ring tabs. But the ring tab has a strange thing on some machines, and I'm going to discuss that too one time. And you know, you're still going to be, for instance, this size of can slaw, you're going to be digging this. You might be able to identify this can slaw as larger. In fact, I did. I dug it anyway, but I identified it as being large. All right, that's all I've got. So I hope that's not too confusing. And if it is, just let me know. But tell me if you have if you do that as well. If you you have areas where you find a reason to dig, and areas where you find a reason not to dig, and it's only adjusted by the size of the target. And ladies and gentlemen, as you get better at this, I am getting very good at determining target size, particularly with my dais. Pretty good with the others, but very much with the dais. I can usually figure out something that's twice as big as a coin, maybe 3 times as big of a coin. So I'll know that is a beyond coin size. So that's also something you need to develop. So until you do that, don't worry about this as much as a strategy. And when you're able to identify targets and feel they're large, and then you dig and confirm they're large, you're ready to go. In any case, this Texas Tiger digs, and I'm all finished with this, and I'm still doing my hunt. In fact, you know, when I got the tile down here, I'm covering my finds. There's no gold in there because that would have been an immediate report. But I'll go tomorrow and I'll see what else is out there, and if I get a good piece or not a good piece, you're gonna see it because I run a vlog, and with vlogs, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you guys get the truth of what I dig. All right, talk to you later.